So looking at the SOTEC Mission Go Bag, set up basically as a supplemental to like something to work out of, instead of having everything attached to your armor or your chest rig. You can have a kind of a go bag system where you can keep extra stuff you don't want to keep on you. This one right now I have it set up with a bunch of external pouches, but you can also easily pop these pouches off and condense some of the stuff into the inside. What I'm talking about is on the inside we've got basically 4 simple pockets that are adjustable. You can either lie them flat if you want to use something in the big system, or smaller pockets if you want to run them like this. So right here I have basically 4 AR mags, quart of water. Generally speaking, if I'm going to take off the outside here, I can put medical into one pocket, and then if you need smoke or other tools or more magazines or more water, whatever we're working with, put on the inside there. Keeps a pretty low profile. The way I have this set up right now, of course, I have this cinched down, so the actual bag profile is pretty thin. I mean, you can see that in the camera there. I've got it cinched down fairly thin here, but of course I have a bunch of stuff attached on the outside. These, of course, just Molly. I can pop these off, change it out for whatever you're doing. If you're going to keep it stashed in a small place, you know, vehicle or aircraft, something like that, you can have it kind of condensed to be a smaller pack. I like to keep it set up. You know, of course, another one of the good things of the Mission Go Bag, they've got these handles that Velcro together, so it's always there. It's not flopped over, you know, and just hanging and caught. It's something that you have to look for. The Velcro is a pretty neat thing that I can keep it set up like this, where I can just lean over, grab it, and go. The shoulder strap is actually detachable if you're going to be somewhere where you may not want it. Or what I usually do is just kind of condense it up with this Eagle pad on the top. I can kind of lay it right on the top like that. That way I can lean over, grab it, go, put my arm through it, you know, throw it over your head. Yeah. Anyway, just a couple different ways. Of course, it's a mission adaptable go bag, like the mission, you know, like the name of the bag implies. If you don't need all this stuff on the outside to work out of, or I have this stuff on here, then I can add a lot more stuff, a lot more water, a lot more, you know, different accessories, different things that we need. So we can look at it and see how it's a supplemental to my normal gear. This is my armor. This is the SOHPC made by Paraclete. I keep basically 3 to 4 mags on the armor itself. Try to keep it light and slim and simple. Cat tourniquet, Benchmade cutter. You know, like I say, 3 to 4 mags. Either a small first aid kit that we keep on here, or right now I just have an Israeli bandage in a dual 10-speed. So anyway, minimal kind of rig here, no armor, no water, no not too much medical, things like that. The back I just run nice and clean so I can be in vehicles, things like that. Just keep it nice and simple and low profile. So that's why this bag, the SOTEC, is kind of a supplemental to that. So I can work out of this in a vehicle. So if I want to grab it, I run my strap pretty loose. I did put this as an Eagle Industries strap pad, I guess. So it's kind of like a non-slip. And anyway, it just goes on there, so I have a little bit of a pad so the webbing doesn't kind of rub in my neck if I am wearing it for an extended amount of time. But anyway, you can grab that on. I can also grab the handle and go if I'm bailing out of a vehicle. Of course, the SOTEC Go Bag, you can also configure it to be a belt pouch and different things like that. But the way I'm using it, pretty much grab the handle and go out of the vehicle, or more than likely throw this over my neck and have it as a supplement to my armor. Basically, some of the things I have on the outside, especially for working out of like a vehicle or in a fixed position, not just a vehicle, but if you're somewhere fixed, keep some of the things I want to get to quickly on the outside to access those, and then of course on the inside I have other stuff. We can look at the outside here, some of the different pouches and different things I have to start with. So I'm right-handed, so I would normally be wearing this on the left side of my body. One of the first things I have to access here is a Surefire. Keep a Surefire Z2 Combat Light with a little GG&G, I believe it is, crenellated bezel there. But anyway, keep a good flashlight handy right off the bat to get to. Because if you notice, this is again a supplemental to my gear here. So I don't run a spare light. I do run a light in my pocket, but on the armor rig here, I don't keep a light and a bunch of extra pouches. You know, again, I'm supplementing this with that. So next pouch, I keep, of course, a Gerber multi-tool. You know, a lot of people like to have all this stuff on your armor and on your kit, but I keep this supplemental, so I do keep that. I have tools and extra light if I need it. Then the next pouch is this ATS small med kit that I really like this system because I can detach it. I'm not just stuck working out of the bag, so I can flip that. I keep an extra cat tourniquet. Of course, I have one on my kit there. I also have one on my rifle stock if I need that. But I can grab the kit and I can either use it out of here, I can access it appropriately, or I can just grab this red handle and detach it right away and you know, take it with me, use it where I need it, throw it to somebody else, whatever. I won't get too into details with that, but basically opened up, got you know, an extra little tourniquet, a couple of gauze, some Kerlix, some gloves, some quick clot combat gauze, an Israeli bandage, nasal airway, pretty much the first standard type of trauma kit. Keep stuck to the outside here. Again, working out of this, supplemental to what I have on my armor, which is usually just some sort of pressure bandage and a tourniquet. And of course I have some trauma shears there, which on my armor I do have a Benchmade cutter, so it is kind of a duplicate of that, but I do have trauma shears if I need it. Then next pouch here we've got a Surefire suppressor. So again, not something that I run full time, but you know, something I can pull out if I need it for something. I can grab it. I've got that access to that. And then of course that's in a ATS suppressor pouch. This is an Eagle smoke pouch. We keep a smoke in there. No big deal. And then this is a little Petzl carabiner type thing. I can keep gloves or extra Nalgene water bottles, whatever I want to clip onto on the outside attached. So anyway, that's basically the outside of that go bag. Open it up. The heart. Sometimes we run this slick on the outside and a trauma kit and the other stuff inside, so it's a little bit lower profile, but this is mostly for working out of like a vehicle or something. But anyway, you open this up, keep 4 spare AR mags, a quart of water. Of course, water is always important. On my rig, I don't have any water there. And then supplement the magazines. And this is one of the rifles. So this pretty much represents one of the complete systems here that I use, either just grabbing the rifle and going. I've got, you know, a couple magazines on there, so that's, you know, basically 56 rounds of ammo right there. And I also have a tourniquet on the rifle itself. And if I do grab the armor system, I got a couple more mags, some first aid, and then of course the go bags to go with that, with more magazines, more medical, suppressor, some tools. Super adaptable and versatile for lots of different options. As most of you probably know, they make several different inserts. You can make it into a medical bag, a camera bag, you know, special sensitive equipment bag, all kinds of things, or just a standard go bag type setup.